Ever wondered what makes TV so powerful in Jamaica? Time to find out. Welcome to Global TV Group 358, where television meets innovation. We're not just about shows, we're about shaping society. In Jamaica, TV keeps you informed, connects diverse voices, and supports democracy. Imagine a Jamaica where broadcasters unite, sharing data and collaborating globally. That's us, a unified voice in the TV industry. Did you know TV advertising is still king? It drives website traffic, boosts brand equity, and powers integrated campaigns. Even in an age of digital, TV stands strong, resilient in tough times. Our global TV deck is your treasure trove of insights and data. With charts, graphs, and success stories, it's your guide to impactful TV advertising. Curious to learn more? Visit our website and see how Global TV Group 358 keeps television at the heart of entertainment in Jamaica. Get ready to binge watch the future.
Oh, thy peace, the God of my salvation, because the mouth of the sinful and wicked is open. Rastafari. Come with I. Rastaman throw one stone, and it bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. Not a people there. Make a man throw one stone, and it bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. Only when man like Marcus Garvey speak, wicked men would I hear. Hear now hear. Instead of that, they only sit aside and rob and cheat, and not first the poor. Make God what I seen to make a man throw one stone, and they bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. Oh, what a plan! Make a man throw one stone, and they bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. My favorite man, if Rasta make a progressive move, wicked men are red. How they want to see the day them can sell out Rasta and sell it out and sell out Babylon. They give man show and stone, and they bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. They give man show and stone, and it bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. If Rasta make a progressive move, wicked men are red. How they want to see the dead can sell out Rasta and sell out, I sell out Babylon. Just talk on the Friday. You might throw a stone, and it bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. Oh, what a black thing! You might throw a stone, and it bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. You have eyes to see, let him see. You have ears to hear, let them hear. What a prophet must say. President Mandela was in prison for 20 odd years. And he leave from the prison and take the seat of the president. Stone one, big him and throw one stone, and it bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. Oh, what's a black big him and throw one stone, and it bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. Rastaman throw one stone, and it bring a bad feeling to all wicked.
Drinking with frogs and rats is what the people of St. Anne's in Ian Bell's constituency is subjected to. Burning the carcass after decay. I mean, after Juliet, the dogs, the Jankros, and everything has devoured the carcass, the government planned to bury the carcass. Good morning and welcome. I mean, our country is falling apart by the minute when you realize that Jamaicans are forced to drink contaminated water with dead frogs and rats and oh, morning all and welcome. How no do, globalists. How uno all doing? It's not looking good for our country at all. It's not looking good for our future. Lest we unite, we will be swallowed up by the evil dragons. Morning, everyone. Thank you all for joining us. To my community of party and all my family members, platform moderators, membership holders, viewers, subscribers, commenters, and trolls, good morning. Welcome, one and all. Thank you for joining us. Like and share the live for us, please. I don't know if I have to ask you again. I go cuss you and go on bad. Real sweet, good morning. Jamrock 8766, Colleen, Miranda Ruddock, Marcia Thomas, Mr. Cool and Deadly, good morning. Charlotte Graham, Lynette Jenkins, Pamela Okola, Joan Pine, good morning, good morning. Who else is there? Marcia Gale, good morning, and welcome. Shana Williams, Charlotte Graham, Abinasa Cody, Arlene Scott, Debbie Jervis TV, Almarie Allen. Good morning, Evan Walford. Good morning, Elga Fletcher. Good morning, Evan Bradford, Barbara Simpson, Empress Deb, Elga Fletcher. Good morning, Patricia Matthews, Karen Nemad, Lynette Jenkins. Morning, everybody. Morning. Hit the like button for us, please. Share to your WhatsApp group, your families and friends, and your social media pages. Gloria Jones, good morning, and welcome. Ruby Bernard, good morning. Good morning. Without unity, we will not survive. They're doing as best as they can, Patricia, besides they're in the apocalypse, if that's the pronunciation, of what's left of that movie that was imposed on us on the 28th of October. I'm wondering if the Prime Minister goes into our constituency, will the Prime Minister declare a ground zero in our community? Will the Prime Minister declare a ground zero there as well? Because the Prime Minister have a ground zero in Black River, a ground zero in White House, and a ground zero in Savlamar. McKnight, how you do? So maybe 9:20 Mario morning. Maybe if the Prime Minister turn up anywhere near my neck of the woods, we might just get a ground zero as well. I hope I never line up the Jankro something fire, but I did put it on. Whoa, Opal, how you do? Dr. Tufton says, Dr. Pedo says, government will help to bury animals killed during passage of Melissa. The doctor, the Minister of Health, is telling us this 3 weeks after. I mean, a whale or an elephant would have been decayed by now. In Jamaica's heat, a whale and an elephant would have decayed by now. Never mind where Juliet the dog and the Jankro them name. What is it, Minister Tufton? What is it that you're going to bury, or your government is going to bury? We don't need to come out here and tell we won't go bury and won't go bury them. Like how me nominate under Tufton Mama, we don't come out here and nominate won't go bury and which part we not go bury them. After we have disease outbreak, Sharon, how you do? Last night, we did play one video of the damage in our community. You can, if you not watch last night's show, you can watch it back. You will see the full destruction at play from sea to road. We have dead carcasses lying on the ground for 3 weeks, decayed, eaten and dragged by Juliet dogs and Jankros here and there. The government is now coming to tell us that they're going to help us to bury the dead carcasses. Are you going to put them in the water that we drink, like you put bullfrog and rat in the water for St. Anne's people to drink? Let's go back to the St. Anne's Municipal Corporation. Let us go back to the St. Anne's Municipal Corporation. It gets worse. I know we're going to play the first video first, what we played a couple of days ago. And then we're going to play the new development. Mark Golden, morning. You and those girls over there in those skirts, barring Dr. Dawes, the rest on over there wear skirt, you know. Because the robust, the robustness of people like Dr. Campbell and Damian Crawford, one of them, just drop off so. Barring Dr. Dawes over there, you know, the whole I know wear big skirts. And I'm going to show you why y'all are wearing big skirts. And maybe PNP, you all need to split those skirts and stitch them into pants and behave like Ian Bell. This is how you stand up for the people, in the very way that Ian Bell does it. Not some of you big skirt, big blouse ladies. Over PNP, we found no get seat. It look like on a lock on a mouth. Because if you all want wearing big skirts, you PNP bastards, Juliet Wellness wouldn't tell you, take your seat. And you little girls, you just sit down there. You little girls in the People's National Party, when Juliet says, take your seat, you all just lap your tail and sit down. I don't think that's what we elected you all for. To wear hobble skirt, cross your feet, and lap your skirt in Parliament. We send rebels, R-A-B-L-E, rebels to Parliament. And that we want. We don't want these like a butterfluff girls that we see on a PNP turn into when Juliet say, sit down, sit down. No, me not talk about working hard in their constituency. Me know say people like Dayton work hard in constituency. I'm talking about how they make Juliet man handle them, how they become sissy in our Parliament. Listen to Ian Bell. This is how you take a stand in the name of Ian Bell.
Rectify it, Rectify it. Tensions flared inside the monthly meeting of the St. Ann Municipal Corporation on Thursday when Councillor for Beachertown Division Ian Bell stopped the meeting, demanding a clear update on refurbishment works to a water tank in Epworth, the sole source of water for the community, which has been contaminated with frog remains.
Don't tell me no more I am from the next one. I see a program you. Don't tell me no more minutes. Me not sitting down. I am not sitting down after minutes go. Last month.
You big skirt blouse girls over the PNP, listen to Ian Bell. This is how we want you to represent us. Not represent us in hobble skirts and high heels.
Tell me I is going to tell me sorry. Force to stand up. I call you out. Force to stand up. I don't give the right advice. Me not sitting down.
Councillor Bell says he raised the issue last month, but with no action taken, his frustration erupted again. Attempts by Mayor Michael Bell Davis to calm him did little.
I'm wanting this. Suspend I explain this on the other. You bring us to the guy, feel the same button. Towards the guy, what we can explain? Me I talk about the people's business. Okay. No, no. So I hear what I'm talking about. I don't want to hear. No one know when we're going to start. Who was going to hear? I don't want to know. Me don't want to hear no report. No one to hear when we're going to start. Who was going to hear from the world? I just want.
Meanwhile, Councillor for the Claremont Division, Cadian Harty, says the officers are using their phones to operate, leaving themselves vulnerable, adding they need a generator at the police station.
When I pass here at night, the officers are using their phones. The officers that are supposed to keep us safe are left vulnerable. I hear the Prime Minister say, we will loan some generators to some business people. I ask you to loan a generator to the Claremont police station. My officers are vulnerable.
Kevin Blackford, CVM News.
If you think that was it, Ian Bell.
And back over.
PNP, we need Ian Bell in a parliament. We need Ian Bell in a parliament. Because when Juliet says sit down sit down and lap on a tail, on a big man in a hobble skirt and high heel. Have a little girl in a parliament, a push on her own. So we need a man with balls like Ian Bell in a parliament. Them 20 had sissy there in a the PNP. It now go cut it. Well, when Juliet says sit down, sit down. It's not going to cut it because we now go get nowhere. We now go get no question answer. And we now go get no resolution to nothing. So uno tell the sissies, tell the big skirt blouses of the PNP, and never that we send them a parliament for. We never send them a parliament for lap tail and go sit down with Juliet like how we say wicked, liar, crooked Angela Brown Burke criticize Juliet in a paper, then go in a parliament, go serenade Juliet. PNP are a bunch of hypocrites. Uno is a bunch of, we tell you all well, PNP no better than Labour. PNP do better than Labour. Because they are obedient to their masters, which is the Jamaica Labour Party, who pay them and give them contracts and all of that. Why you can't stand up for we? Why has Juliet said sit down when not sit down? Throughout the whole and before Melissa come, we don't get no question asked in a parliament. When I'm originally from St. Anne's, and that's how Ian Bell is always passionate about his people. These are the people we want in a politics, Sharon. These are the people we want in our politics because the jellybackism of Mark Golden and in team right here now, the uptownism now go walk. When uptown people, uptown is a very small circle. Well, uptown is not the whole of Jamaica, Mark Golden. So the uptown politics where you're there, they play the decency. What we don't have, cut it out. Cut it out. Politics in our country is a war zone, and you have to treat it like that. Politics in our country is a war zone, and you must treat it like that. Violet Watson, how are you? Bending over and bowing down to Juliet will not cut it. In a normal country, the people would have rised up already. A true, we idiot, fool, and backwards as Jamaican. And we're the dumbest set of people in the world, you know. Not just labor rights. PNP dunce too. As Jamaicans, we're dunce, we're divided, we're stupid, we're lack of political and social knowledge. The me, I. That's going to destroy us. Delpha Campbell, how you do? The me, and the I is going to destroy us. Let's look at the second round with Bell Navis and Ian Bell.
And back over in St. Anna, a councillor is demanding answers about a tank with contaminated water being used by residents in his division.
Dead frogs, dead rats, dead frogs, dead rats. Jesus Christ, they're killing us off.
The matter was the subject of a heated exchange at the latest sitting of the St. Anne Municipal Corporation. More in this report.
Councillor, I am not satisfied with that. You already spoke. No, you already spoke more than 3 times on this particular point. We're moving on. And
no, Chairman, you're not going to move before the people get up.
Yes, I am.
Move then.
Please sit down.
You're not going to move.
Please have a seat.
No.
Councillor,
not here this day.
Down.
Yes. Not here this day. I need answers. This is done here now. Don't tell me nothing.
Councillor for the...
Mr. Cool and Deadly, we have to take the collective responsibility for where the whole of we are. Me know you're offended, but we have to take the collective responsibility because that are going to beat all of us demise.
Beecher Town Division Ian Bell in a heated exchange with Mayor of St. Anne, Michael Bell Navis. Again, the fury is with this water tank in Epworth, contaminated with frogs and other rodents.
Bullfrog just melt off. You look at it right now, there.
Just melt off, like if you come to.
Man.
The skin just melt off.
Me I tell you, man, they are sick in you, man.
We don't have money to buy water, so we have to just drink it.
The issue was raised on October 9 during a meeting of the St. Anne Municipal Corporation. But for Mr. Bell, the response has been slow. On Thursday, the Superintendent of Roads and Works gave an update.
The revised estimate and scope of works for remedial works will be submitted. As soon as that confirmation is given, the works will start. A portion of it has already been discussed and approved, and when it is done, the works will start.
What is the scope of work that has been discussed?
Temporary covering of the roof to include emptying of the tanks, cleaning of the tanks, and ensuring that in short order the tanks can be usable. It is not necessarily a fulsome and permanent structural fix that we need, but just enough to get the tanks covered and keep whatever rodents or insects from getting into the tank very easily.
That did not quell the wrath of Councillor Bell.
And today, the superintendent is coming to tell me, today, 1 month after about revised estimate, when the people up there drink bullfrog, and you comfortable with that, I say you're good representative? Eh?
All right, thank you so much, Councillor.
So, if you want.
All right, we're going up.
Now, in case you're confused, because I know you didn't hear the video, so we're going to play it again. None of you heard what happened just now. So we're going to play this video again. But to let you know that Councillor Michael Ben Nevis, the mayor, he was the very one who was having an affair with the sister and the brother, and end up, they said, shotting the brother, who he said was sitting in his sofa drinking, and then came over. Oh, you know that convoluted story? Yes, that was the same Bel Nevis. Did you heard what happened in that video just now? You didn't hear what happened. You didn't hear that for about a year. People are drinking dead frogs and rats. The people are saying we cannot do any better. It's what we are subjected to. Frogs and rats. Raymond, oh, you do, bro. You see, if we don't stand up, them are going to kill off all of we. You see, if we don't stand up, Jamaica, they are going to kill my mother. Good morning. They are going to kill the very last of us. Remember the shitty water? When they told us we really don't have to boil the shitty water, and they castigate the PNP councillor when the PNP councillor come tell me about the shitty water. Jamaica, them a kill we off, you know. Jamaica, they are poisoning us slowly but surely. They are poisoning us slowly but surely. While at the same time, Andrew Holness, Donald Trump, and the United Nations is dropping bombs on us in the frame of a hurricane. Slowly but surely.
And back over in St. Anna, a councillor is demanding answers about a tank with contaminated water being used by residents in his division. The matter was the subject of a heated exchange at the latest sitting of the St. Anne Municipal Corporation. More in this report.
Councillor, I am not satisfied. Yeah, Councillor, you already spoke. No, you already spoke more than 3 times on this particular point. We're moving on. And
he spoke about 3 times on that issue. The municipal corporation has not moved to do anything about the contamination in the water source that the people are subjected to. And them something cause riots. And them something cause protests and pull down of governments. Not in Jamaica though. We are too docile. We are too tribal. And we are too fucking corrupt and hungry with our hands stretched out to these very same murderers. These very same murderers. We just have our hands stretched out to them. Because once we get a pittance, once we get the immediate belly full, that's it. Senate Beckford, how you do? That's it. All we are living for, immediate belly full. Immediate belly full.
And back over in St. Anna, a councillor is demanding answers about a tank with contaminated water being used by residents in his division. The matter was the subject of a heated exchange at the latest sitting of the St. Anne Municipal Corporation. More in this report.
Councillor, I am not satisfied. Yeah, Councillor, you already spoke.
No, you already spoke more than 3 times on this particular point. We're moving on. And
no, Chairman, you're not going to move before the people get.
Yes, I am.
Move then.
Right, please sit down.
You're not going to move.
Have a seat.
No.
Councillor,
not here this day.
Down.
Yes. Not here this day. I need answers. This is done here now. Don't tell me nothing.
Councillor for the Beecher Town Division.
Mark Golden and your bunch of jellybacks. I want to organize a sit down with Uno and Ian Bell. So Ian Bell can straighten Uno up, straighten up Uno back. Put balls in that empty sack of the People's National Party.
Heated exchange at the latest sitting of the St. Anne Municipal Corporation. More in this report.
Councillor,
I am not satisfied.
Yeah, Councillor, you already spoke. No, you already spoke more than 3 times on this particular point. We're moving on. And
no, Chairman, you're not going to move.
Well, you say, Rodney, your book, your frustration can't go any further. For me reaching a brick wall long time, master. My frustration hit brick wall long time. I just threw me stayed every day, just a beat me head on the wall. It won't be long before my head put up in Rosie D. Lenworth morning. It won't be long before my head split open, coming up to the wall already, and I be there. Me get up, bang my head pan it. So it won't be long before my head split open, because that's the only thing that's gonna happen. Coming on, no, if I go get through the wall.
For the people get.
Yes, I am.
Move then.
Right, please sit down.
You're not going to move.
Have a seat.
No.
Councillor,
not here this day.
Down.
Yes. Not here this day. I need answers. This is done here now. Don't tell me nothing.
Councillor for the Beecher Town Division, Ian Bell, in a heat.
Yeah, Miranda, as you asked the question, Parliament did not sit yesterday at all. Did you see any press conference from the government yesterday? I don't remember seeing any either, but I know in the evening I searched for Parliament and I didn't see anything happening. I don't know. I'm going to call the PNP them and come take a lesson from Ian Bell.
Tank with contaminated water being used by residents in his division. The matter was the subject of a heated exchange at the latest sitting of the St. Anne Municipal Corporation. More in this report.
Councillor,
I am not satisfied.
Yeah, Councillor, you already spoke. No, you already spoke more than 3 times on this particular point. We're moving on. And
no, Chairman, you're not going to move before the people get.
Yes, I am.
Move then.
Right, please sit down.
You're not going to move.
Have a seat.
No.
Councillor,
not here this day.
Down.
Yes. Not here this day. I need answers. This is done here now. Don't tell me nothing.
Councillor for the Beecher Town Division, Ian Bell, in a heated exchange with Mayor of St. Anne, Michael Belnavis. Again, the fury is with this water tank in Epworth, contaminated with frogs and other rodents.
Bullfrog just melt off. You look at it right now, there.
Just melt off, like if you come to.
Man.
The skin just melt off.
Me I tell you, man, they are sick in you, man.
We don't have money to buy water, so we have to just drink it.
The issue was raised on October 9 during a meeting of the St. Anne Municipal Corporation. But for Mr. Bell, the response has been slow. On Thursday, the Superintendent of Roads and Works gave an update.
The revised estimate and scope of works for remedial works will be submitted. As soon as that confirmation is given, the works will start. A portion of it has already been discussed and approved. And when it is done, the works will start.
What is the scope of work that has been discussed?
Temporary covering of the roof to include emptying of the tanks, cleaning of the tanks, and ensuring that in short order the tanks can be usable. It is not necessarily the fulsome and permanent structural fix that we need.
This is why I desperately hate labor rights. When you call them out, they use certain words like in short order, motherfucker. It has been 1 whole year, 12 fucking months. Ian Bell has raised the concern, according to the mayor, 3 times. 3 times before, no. Nothing is being done. Our politicians deserve to be shot or beheaded. Our politicians ought to be shot in public or beheaded in a square. Anytime we behead a politician in public in Jamaica, they will not fuck with us again.
But just enough to get the tanks covered and keep whatever rodents or insects from getting into the tank very easily.
That did not quell the wrath of Councillor Bell.
And today, the superintendent is coming to tell me, today, 1 month after about revised estimate, when the people up there drink bullfrog, and you comfortable with that, I say you're a good representative. Eh?
All right, thank you so much, Councillor.
Talk me for what?
All right, we're going up, we'll continue with the meeting.
Talk me for what?
We are continuing with the meeting, Councillor.
The residents of Epworth await the outcome.
Them something that make me angry, you know. Angry. Very angry. I mean, like, super angry. Procurement, frustration. We don't give a toss. Does it not make you angry? Does it not make you angry? Oldness still will say, now that Black River broke down, we can fix it how we want it. Me asked a question on Facebook yesterday, how much ground zeros are there of Melissa? And the labor right them run out for me. Oh, me a spread propaganda. Because weeks ago, the Prime Minister said White House was the ground zero. I didn't know that White House was also a ground zero as well. So if that is the case, we have about 3 ground zero and in a reach a parity yet, you know. I wonder if a shame, Floyd Green and Andrew Holness shame why they don't want to go look on the destruction of parity. Floyd Green and Andrew Holness. I wonder if a shame or guilt, no, not shame. I wonder if it's guilt. Why on a don't want to go look on the destruction, we want to sign off pan round a parity to blast us off the coastline?
Is what you would describe as ground zero. It took the brunt of it and the corridor through the south of St. Elizabeth, through Black River, going across the island, going into St. James. That corridor was totally damaged. But the recovery is not beyond us. It's not beyond the government. It's not beyond the people. And we will get it done. So keep the positive outlook. Keep hope alive. And we will get through this. And we will rebuild better.
We will rebuild better without the people at the center of it, without any consultation with the people. Should the World Bank, Nigel Clark, I never remember if he stitched your photograph by you this morning. Nigel Clark will fuck up the thing and run off left way and make sure he puts in money to make sure the government have what to build back their infrastructure after them blasts or homes. Maria, how you do? Shouldn't it, at this time, Joan Bailey, that Nigel Clark, who is the second in command at the IMF, and with the connection of the IMF and the World Bank, isn't it about time Nigel Clark lobby for a debt write-off for Jamaica at this moment? If the international community care, the IMF and the World Bank, should Jamaica not get a debt write-off at the moment? So as Mayor Motley says, we need fiscal elbow room. We need fiscal elbow room to function. Shouldn't then Nigel Clark, who was one of who set us up, no, me not hear nothing from the court case yesterday. I don't remember if I even see any reporting on it. But cases like those, you tend not to get a decision on that day. Like how Mayor Motley said, we need a little riddle room to operate in. Shouldn't Nigel Clark be lobbying for a debt write-off for Jamaica at the moment? And if we cannot get a debt write-off, at least a restructuring of how we pay our debt at the moment. Because if we prioritize paying the IMF and the World Bank, let me tell you something, the recovery will be even worse than we thought. Me not see nothing from the court case at all, but generally these things don't get reported on the same day because the decision, they normally give it in a written decision which will come weeks or months after the argument is being presented. Yesterday it was more about presenting arguments. In cases like these, you don't have a judgment until a few weeks or a few months time. Sanjay Stewart, morning. I know me don't see anyone food pass PNP gate. Well, Rona, in a community, you know, are just charities and influencers save we. If it was about the government, we would have perished. And we see signs of where it happened in Just constituency. And who else constituency it happening again, where they're asking people who you vote for and all of that. So the Jamaica Labour Party is using the resources mainly for their party supporters. Andrew Holness, Darrell Vaz, Pernell Charles Jr., of course, you know, the daughter. And my sister Chapa John. And Kamina Johnson with her neck sitting on her shoulder. Come to the front of the class. Last night, we played a video for you where the Ghanaian leader spilled out the lists of things he sent to Jamaica. Of all he mentioned, 50% of that supply was for Jamaica. They would have sent some specific things that we want to see on the ground be delivered to the people. The world want to see how they resource. The world sits on a thief, Bojo Bantan, you know, Labour government. The world sits on a thief and Bojo Bantan. So for the thief and Bojo Bantan, everybody are going to have an interest in a little galangin where they must send come to Jamaica to make sure that the people them get it. We want to see the relief that the international community send to Jamaica be disbursed. Because when you go with a care package them, I be a cream crackers, hard crackers, flour and caramel and then see the inner hit. Now Ghana sends things which other country would not have sent, like Gary and a lot of cocoa product and all of that. We want accountability. Accountability for every piece of resources that comes from everywhere in the world. It would be good diplomacy also, Andrew, so that the people who don't look at Andrew, the people them here are rent generator already, you know. The people them will send the free generator. The people them will send the free generator, matter control, all you do. The people that must send the free generator already. Sister, you take to the podium and say, rent, trust, and loan. Last night, me asked you for borrow or rent one of the portable toilets where Ghana send, or one of the hand wash station that Ghana send. Don't stand till the Prime Minister. We are the top of top when it comes to baking bami. So like how the Ghanaians send a lot of Gary. Gary is cassava. Like how the Ghanaians send a lot of Gary to us. We want to see the distribution of the international aid. Remember, Prime Minister, in a burial, you have the food stored up in an Adpem warehouse. And when rebel, rat, and cockroach take it, you have to dispose of it. While Jamaica was hungry and destitute after burial, if not do what's that way this time? This time, yeah? Will PNP have? Me not even, Lenworth, me not even have no interest in the PNP them anymore. Because I can't take the little sissy and the little aunties them over the PNP. Me absolutely. They can't do what they want to do. Because the PNP take this thing as a talking shop. Politics is not a talk, galangin. There comes a time in politics when you must act. The PNP will never get to that. The PNP will never get to that. So them little tight skirt gal over the PNP, them high heel girls, barring Dr. Daz, and Dr. Daz alone, me not rub this. Because you know why me I rub Damian Crawford and Dayton Campbell? We were expecting those people to stand up when they get to Parliament. And as Juliet said, sit and lap their tail. They're all using words against us. They're all friends. PNP is godmother and godfather for labor right people picking it. And labor right a godmother and godfather for PNP people picking it. Now make these Jankro them sit down and play me. Oh no, can't make these Jankro and dog. Yes, the labor and the PNP, both of them. Oh no, can't sit down and make them play. Oh no, them can't play me. Them can't play me. Because when Gilbert blow in a 88 and PNP come in a 89, them never do better with the burial resources. When Ivan in a 2004, we still no benefit from Ivan out of the whoop of money where portion them did call it then. None of them can trick me. And none of them can get me on the lapdog for politician. We only need one ear to get rich out of we. And then use words over we. Because we not get nothing from the PNP them in Jamaica. The PNP them not do nothing. Don't listen to the big words. Do not listen to their so-called comforting words. They are not feeling what you are feeling down the line. They are rich. Regardless of what the Labour Party does, they are rich. Because Labour give PNP contract and PNP give Labour contract. The all of them make money out of we. Dean come, aid come, and the same thing. So that's why I asked the question the other night. If it was the PNP, would we be getting any much better? Probably only a little bit more humanity, but not more than that. Because they're a thief as well. What happened to Gilbert Zinc? What happened to Cuban Light Bulb? What happened to Dean Money? Those were all PNP. Their hands are not clean. They're all working for a master. They all get instructions and they carry out their instructions. Lord Jesus, how Jamaica people is going to get out of what? I mean, this is my problem with education versus indoctrination. Education versus indoctrination. When we were on the plantation, we were unable to read or unable to use these big words that they are using now. We didn't stand for bullshit. We didn't roll over. I mean, barring them, the host slave, like the PNPs and the labor rights, the host slaves. But those of us in the fields, those of us in the fields were totally different people. As soon as Master taking Alpha, we would show petrol and trike matches. As soon as Master taking Alpha, we create a rebellion to bring down the farm. Look at us now. We have so many degrees. We have so many qualification and certification, but yet we're dunce as fuck. We're not going anywhere, you know. We not go away. Other than that, my mother would have called it down destruction broad road. Barring down destruction broad road, we are heading nowhere. If you think we're on a journey to somewhere, if you think sitting down and waiting for better, waiting for the Almighty God to deliver you, you're going to be fucking surprised, I warn you this morning. You will never be surprised in your life because some of you are saying that God was using Melissa to punish you. And you were praying to that same God to deliver you from Melissa, who sent Melissa to punish you. Yes, we have one mini Melissa over here as well, but us is going to be a snowstorm. But we're getting a lot of wind here now. Trees are bobbing and waving outside. It has become rapidly cold in the last 2 days, and there's an Arctic blast coming down from the east. London won't be, as it is predicted, get so much of the ice, but we're going to be whacked by the cold front because it's coming southerly in our direction. So, no, son, easy out here at all. The money. It's all about the money. It is why they don't want us to talk about the money. It is why we should not take our eye off the money, because both Labour and the PNP is going to swindle whatever they can out of the money. Both Labour and PNP will be tried in their shell companies' names to get contract off of your plight. Let's follow the money.
Yes, me again, I'm making another one for the night. People have been saying to me, then Ija isn't talking about the money and all of that. Means that you're allowing money to divide us. What we should know is stand together and what, yeah, a lot of that talk is gonna be thrown around. Remember me tell you that. The best thing you can do now is actually talk about the money. If you really want help your fellow Jamaicans them, the best thing you can do is talk about the money. Let me give you an example. Imagine your mother Senegal shop. And when your mother goes to Senegal shop, she give you $1,000. What you do? You name 5 bills out of the $1,000. So guess what? You can't buy 2 pounds of chicken again. No, you can only buy 1 pound of chicken. You can't buy 2 pounds of rice again. You only can buy 1 pound of rice. And then you don't get to buy everything. You can buy half of everything. You understand? You see when you reach home and say, Mommy, a 1 pound of chicken, me buy that. Your mother don't beat you, you know? Guess what your mother do? Your mother cook you 1 pound of chicken. See? And the 1 pound of rice. And the rest of the thing them. And feed 5 pitney with that. So the amount of food the 5 pitney should I get, they don't get that anymore. So by the time they eat it, they're hungry. When the kids become hungry, what your mother do? Start cussing pitney them. Instead of cussing you. So what you spending money for? And could buy enough food for all the kids. Your mother cuss the children and say the kids are too greedy. That's what happened, you hear? We are the die-hearted people don't school the leaders. And what the leaders do, them get a hole. And it peace take you so. Peace take there. Peace take there. That's money take peace. That's money take peace. Contractor friend get some. And by the time that matriculate down to you, the Jamaican people, you get scraps. So this is why when them get money for build a nice community center, them only get peace at community center because they name half of the money already. And give them contractor friend the next half of the money. Out of the half. You see it? When they get money for fix the road, them barely patch the road, them throw like something over them because they name half of the money and give their contractor friend half of the half, and then you get quarter it. So by 2 months time the road dig up again. The best thing you can do, let me tell you something, this is Jamaica's money, this is not JLP or PNP money, or FIWI money, taxpayers money. Any money that is being donated to Jamaica are FIWI money. People are giving the money for Jamaicans, people are giving the money for politician pocket. Understand that, know that. When you're if you're a cashier and you're working in an establishment, even time when the Chinese them come to you and say, give me money, you can't tell them, so, oh, me not argue this, you know, because I don't feel this and my own, and me collect all of this, and me cash everything to that. So me not argue this. Tell them that if you're bad, no? Tell them that if you're bad. The same thing goes for them. When you need to understand, so enough to stop have a certain level of fear for the government. The government should always be afraid of the people, but the people should never be afraid of the government. You should never be afraid to ask questions. You understand me? I say, they might put all type of thing in place now for drive fear in the people, for people to ask certain questions because they don't want you to inquire about what they're doing because them cannot answer you. It come like the man, one time me want you to say, yo, me love me.
A solution to the problem is a politician publicly executed gangster style. A politician publicly executed gangster style. I think that would be a solution to the dirty politics in our country.
Woman, you know, but me just want to have to love me so me can cheat in a piece. The same thing they want you to do. Them just want you to love them for thief in a piece. If the rumors of them stealing are true, that's what they want you to do. Leave them alone, make them TV money in a piece. If them are TV money for true. Let's say that, for argument's sake. You understand what I say? So the best thing you can do for your fellow brothers and sisters in Jamaica is speak. Use a voice. I'm telling you about this silence thing ain't gonna work. You understand what I say? If this organization is being used against us, we can use consolidation against them. And we for uniting ourselves. And no time for chop no fist and no bell right now. You are not 2 fingers and no this. Them is not work at 2025 now. Them is not done. Anybody who do them is no, I really that. Them the people, some people come from way back in the days. You understand me? Them the days are done. You understand me? Doing? If you don't want to change it, this you have to talk. You have to join me and do what I do. You understand me? What I say? And talking alone now go cut it now, there are other things what needs to be done. But just because I'm not willing, and just want to come on internet and cuss Prime Minister and cuss politician and cuss everybody. So
like publicly executing one of our politicians. So all can see an example has been set. You fuck with us, and we're going to behead you in public.
You can get a viral video. You think a content this? You think a content this for the attack? You think this is content? No. This is a jail cell or a grave. That's what it is. You understand? Truth get you killed faster than lie. Remember that here? So come out and attack and feel like this is a joke war this. You understand me? I say a joke battle, a joke fight. You understand? So that's what's happening. Them a take out every, most of what we supposed to get. You understand? That's why the song me say it. Them a rob the city blind because them a take what we forget. That me saying at the song. You understand me? I say? So you have to understand so them things that go on. Think about it all around us, the evidence are so there. There are so many things of evidentiary value where we can see around us with the naked eye. Road are number one. I always say it because I think it's one of the most basic commodities where government can grant the people in them country. Road, when I can.
And neither Labour nor PNP has ever delivered road to us. Neither Labour nor PNP. You look at the breakaways across the country and look at the thin layer of marl and asphalt from colonial days to now. From colonial pre-independence to now. Look at the like a thin layer of asphalt past Marl. Neither Labour nor PNP has ever delivered for Jamaica. Every one of them come thief though. Every administration, Labour or PNP come, them thief. Otherwise, we wouldn't have all these corruption scandals. We wouldn't have this lack of accountability for how our money are spent, what it is spent on, who spent it, and who stole it, for that matter.
You cannot control certain things, you can't control road. You understand me? I deal with? You can't control if I pick the learning in a school or not, but you can control the state of the road. You understand me? I say communities without water, that's such a basic commodity. But look on this now. These people went to college and university, you know. You tell me, say them don't know, say after a hurricane, one of the most basic commodities where people are going to need is water. Why you not have water truck deployed? Even if it's not the immediate morning after. The morning after the immediate morning. Let's say 2 days after then, right? Water truck for there in every community, every parish. You have to have whole heap of water truck grown. Hello, good morning, Miss Jane. Do you have any water over there? We're giving out water on behalf of the government to our citizens so they don't die of thirst. And they can bathe so they won't stink for the rest of the week. And they can brush their teeth so they can talk up in people's face. Would you like some water? No, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Give it to someone else who need it because now we have to have dignity, you know. And the time for the dignity now, you know. We have to have dignity and integrity now, you know. You understand what I'm saying? Hey, good morning, Mr. Joe Grind. Did you get it? Do you have any food? Because remember, so enough people broke before it's time and stay. Enough people now have a dime for buy back a sheet and sink right now, you know. You understand me? That's how you do things. One of the most basic things people need are water. You understand? How have water truck line up. And this is something we should have been instituted a long time because Jamaica is a hurricane prone area. Have them line up as they light water truck out in the numbers where government are pay for because them have the money. No, but them put money aside for hurricane too, you know, but apart from what we get for insurance and that, you know. We have hurricane.
And then you have cities like the PNP going in parliament, lock their skirt and sit down when Juliet bark at them. Nobody will stand up like Ian Bell. Nobody will pick up the mace and throw it out of parliament. You just leave them there to get on with the fuckery. And if we come out here and celebrate PNP, market, we have a plan, this have a plan. No, they're fucking waste of time, they are. Labour and PNP are waste of time. We're never going to get ahead with any of these two parties. This is why I'm calling for a national debate centered on nationalism. It's time we cut the fuckery of JLP and PNP, the dogs and the Jankros, the puss and the rat, the bunch of thieves and criminals and abusers. Time we done with the bullshit. Our life depends on ending it. Because if we don't end it, it certainly will be the end of us. It thought already, oh, they just drop bomb on us. They must starve we. They must deny water from we. I mean, they must allow disease to infest around us. You don't see? You don't see? You want to come out here every day and come liquid fire against wall?
Money to, you know. We have money stored up in natural disaster and sickness and them kind of thing, you know. You understand what I say? That's why sometimes they say they find money, they don't find money, and money with them put on for other things.
Replace them with a people-centered leadership. If we have to burn Jamaica down and then sit down and form a constitution for ourselves and go forward. The British Protectorate administrative document you call constitution is not working, will not work, and it will not take us out of slavery. There are 3 levels to independence: social justice, economic justice, and political justice. Under the system, the colonial or neo-colonial system we operate under, these are 3 justices: social, economic, and political. We will never actualize or realize them, because the people who are leading us is leading us in their interests, in their direction, for their self-interest and profit. We should burn it down and fix it back. It wouldn't be the first country burned down and fixed back. When the British, when the Irish didn't want the English and the Wales to rule them anymore in America, they fucked the thing up. They sit down and they wrote a constitution and they chart their own direction. You can sit down and wait on God if you want to. That I can tell you though, you will never go far than where you sit waiting on God to do something.
Things, then take it from this and do this. Then if you take something from somewhere right now and do this, because a lot of things are on halt right now, are on pause right now. Use that the money there, deal with the people, them virgin. You understand what I deal with? So don't sit and talk about, yo, this and never you dare in your life ever make excuses to politicians. I want them love that the most. And never you dare get up about, you tell politician about suck mother and cuss and this and that. No, and so you do things. You can't cuss, but cuss like you have sense. Make what you have to make sense. I think no politician is afraid of suck your mother. Every one of them afraid of knowledge. Every single one of them afraid of knowledge and facts. Yes, when they can see things and have sense, they're afraid of that, especially if they're young. Like me.
Sean, a people-centered politics is not about giving resources to the people. It's using the people's resources to benefit the people. Now, if you look at how Britain and America, they stole a lot. What they did, though, with what they have stolen, they have created a people-centered politics out of it, meaning all the amenities and services that their populace required, they put those measures in place from what they have stolen. Stolen. And if the British and the Americans and the Europeans could have stolen so much and put measures in place that socially safeguard their people, this is what a people-centered politics mean, using the resources to put systems in place. So you have a good economy, you have a good social structure, you have a good political structure, you have a good educational structure, you have good healthcare structure, you have good roadway infrastructure, light and water. That's what people-centered politics mean. People-centered politics, it's not necessarily a handout. It's put the systems in place so the people can lift themselves on the social mobility ladder. The system around us was not designed for that. So what we need is a rewritten constitution, a national political ideology, not Labour and PNP, where our politics is centered on Jamaica and her people, rather than on Mark Golden and the PNP and Andrew Holness and JLP. I hope I make sense.
So them wanna do now work, but you not cry over people and money. I feel with money. How much years now you have to pay tax? I don't want to pay, you have to pay. Don't it? You have to talk about, you know, if you have sense. The country now run out because the funds are going places that they're not supposed to. It's going into weak.
You see, the systems I've just explained to you, Sean, if all of those are put in place, we wouldn't need government handout. We wouldn't need black tanks. We would have a social safety net to look about the vulnerables and the elders and people who fall on hard times. That's what a people-centered government does. It makes sure you have the tools to get up and do the thing.
We have poor quality services and theft. You understand me? I deal with that decade ago. That's why I don't know get quality service when I'm supposed to get. And I become so comfortable with it. And I become so comfortable right now if a man going in politics and try to treat Jamaica better.
No,
so used to the
Sean,
abuse.
they're not, politicians don't have to go around and give people things here, because there is, for people who are on hard times, the vulnerable or so on, there is a social safety net. There is a social safety net because they have created a system where there's good employment, there's good education, and if that bit fails you or you fall on hard time, there's a social safety net where you're entitled to social housing, you're entitled to social support, such as whether it be universal credit. If you're disabled, you're entitled to the personal independent payment. There are all those social safety nets. So politicians in the UK don't have to walk around and hand out things because they're not looking for the glory out of it. What you have in the United Kingdom is systems that is run technocratically and bureaucratically, where you access those services of government through those systems rather than the politician playing the Mother Teresa.
Who's going to actually cost him? Would that probably kill him? Would that probably hang him? I crucify him to like Jesus. You understand me? I say that to the dad was say, give me back your abuse of them. I want to do because I don't catch what? Stockholm syndrome. You don't get so used to that. You don't love the people me abuse, you know.
Precisely my point, Sean. Precisely the point. When you create the social system, then the politician don't have to do the handouts. But they don't create the social system because they use the handouts as their glory to secure power. And to keep the people in their place.
The kindest smaddy, the kindest spirit, the kindest entity, the kindest thing in this world is Satan, yeah? You know, so Satan reward them pagans them and the disciples them. You know, so reward them. Look on the big house them when give them. Look on the amount of girl when give them. Hottest set of girl too. Jezebel them. He fool them up with Jezebel. Eh? You know, see how much car, nice car sitting and give them. Eh? Nobody kind like a devil, man. Remember me telling you, yeah? And the devil love it, don't make excuse for him. Same thing one priority with politician. Never you dare make an excuse to politician. Ask about the money. Remember me telling that you're well within your right to want to know where your taxpaying money are go. Because I not for them money and not for them pocket the money come out. For pay enough for no insurance. Because them have to pay for insurance just like a car. Then you get back insurance and your money in return when something happen. And out of them pocket it come from out of taxpayer money. Taxpayer hard working money. People pay PAYE, pay as you earn. Just because you work, me have to give you money. In a gangster world, they call that extortion, you know. So if you know one other man and if you know one thing, never be afraid of the government. You just be respectful. You understand me? I say left the cussing to me. Me do that. You go.
But I tell you now, like Jamaics, me have to cuss them too. Sometimes I have to cuss them because there's a way to express ourselves to make people know that I'm fucking upset with you, I'm annoyed with you, and the diplomatic criticism doesn't get that through to them. When you lance up under their mama, they know so you're upset. And that's what when we know that Jamaica upset, and thought come up under your parents.
Go to them with intelligence. You go to them with knowledge and you go to them with facts. Me already do enough cussing. Me tap cuss now. You know see me tap cuss. So tap about don't you have money, don't this, don't that. Stop making excuses for politicians, man. And that them love. That's why them keep on and do what them do. Yeah. Last one this you know, this up on yourself. Yeah, man.
Jamaica, we have to take a stand. We cannot just bow out of this thing. Our ancestors have shed blood. Our ancestors have suffered to get us to where we are. And we're walking back into slavery peacefully, content. We just walk back in a slavery, content, stop. Not even a pushback. Let me say this finally this morning, my peeps. We have two choices. One, unite. Two, perish. It is your choice, Jamaica, to choose our direction. It is right in front of you. Thank you very much for being here this morning on Global TV. Lovely to have your support. If you're new to the program, please give us a follow. So when we go live, you certainly will get our notification. When them love bringing the KFC in the people, them face. Yes, and the Jamaica people, it pains my heart. Michelle Johnson, how are you doing? It pains my heart when I see how these people Lord KFC Ronald Brown. It pains my heart to see. But then again, I just see people that when you find it, they contain a frozen chicken on the beach. Isn't it? Jamaica people, my people, we have to stop being led by our belly. Stop being led by our short-sightedness. Stop it. I beg of you. Stop being led by your belly. When you know, it take Flight Green how long to reach round there. The first time Flight Green go round there. Flight Green go round there with KFC. Not him by the KFC. No, KFC a go round there. Go give KFC to the people them. One piece chicken, one biscuit, and one chips and water. But anyway, that was still better than Dr. Tufton, who went all the way to Westmoreland with a patty, an apple, and a small bottle of water. What the fuck? And these people, look at how the people in St. Elizabeth, in a just constituency, behave when the Prime Minister Harlot turns up there, stoking political division. Labor rights. If we don't continue with that behavior there, hey, labor rights, we're not think, we're not immune, or you're going to escape the wrath of this government. a broad sway of parity is labor rights. If you follow me on Facebook, you would have seen how even family members came out the other day and they class me and they pull me. They throw my HIV, my cancer, and everything up in the air for that same Floyd Green, who does not give a toss, a literal toss about them. Anyway, now man, how you do? Gloria Morris, Wagwan. Anyway, my peeps. Now, I could remind them of because we have to keep letting Fifth Element remind them of the danger, their danger of the family corporation that our country has become. Very, very, very dangerous. But when you listen to the labor rights, they think we are a special
Jamaica,
people.
come close.
We are a special people being ruled by a wife and a husband. This is the biggest danger that has been, this is the biggest national danger posed to the Jamaican people at the moment. The family corporation that we have become overnight.
Jamaica, come close and listen very carefully. I'm about to say something very dangerous and it's going to burn a lot of people's chest. Jamaica, listen to me and listen to me very clear. This is not party talk. This is not green versus orange. This is survival. Because when the Prime Minister's wife becomes Speaker of the House, it's no longer politics. It is a national takeover. Let me say it again. So every Jamaican, every mother, every father, every elder, every youth, every policeman, every teacher, every doctor, every lawyer can feel it in them bones. When the referee of the game is married to the captain of the team, the entire match is rigged. The Speaker of the House is supposed to be impartial, non-political, non-aligned.
Darrell Bars, Minister of breaking barrels and stealing stove and Starlink. Your investigation told them broke down. Because remember, you know, Darrell Bars, they normally work overnight on small things. But when it comes to 4 big 40-foot container of contaminated food which the government is probably distributing across the country to kill us off, your investigation told them broke down overnight. Tony Webb, how are you?
A protector of fairness. The person that ensures that every member of parliament can challenge wrongdoing. So tell me, Jamaica, how can you be neutral when you sleep in the same house as the Prime Minister? How are you going to be impartial when the same person you're supposed to be checking is the same person you sit down with and have dinner with? Wanna see the madness yet, Jamaica? Jamaica, this is how dictatorship starts. Yes, dictatorship starts quietly. So wake up, Jamaica. Dictatorship don't come overnight. It doesn't come with soldiers on the road. And it does not come with tanks and guns. Dictatorship comes slowly, quietly. It comes through family appointments, friends on boards, donor contracts, and then shutting down anyone who speaks the truth. Jamaica, this is not a conspiracy, no. This is history. This is a pattern, and it's a fact. So what does it mean, Jamaica, when one couple holds 2 of the most powerful positions in the country? It means the PM controls the government, and his wife controls the parliament. And together, They control debate, decision, discipline, and discussions. This is not democracy, Jamaica. This is family rule. And you know what family rule always leads to? It leads to corruption, silencing of critics, fear in parliament, no accountability, no transparency, and no democracy. You see, every country that went downhill had the same starting point. The opposition can't talk, can't question, cannot challenge, because the speaker controls who speaks, how long they speak, if they can finish their sentence, what motions get tabled, which corruption cases can be raised, and who gets thrown out. So if the PM does something wrong, the speaker, aka his wife, can block. Yes, member, you're out of order. Sit down. Debate closed and motion denied. So tell me again, Jamaica, how we supposed to get justice? How the truth supposed to reach the public? This is a real danger, Jamaica, especially for small countries like Jamaica, because family rule equals disaster. Why? Because nations like us, Jamaica, have weaker protection. What do I mean by that? We don't have strong watchdogs. We don't have strong courts. We do not have strong investigative systems. We do not have strong media independence, and we do not have strong financial independence. So when one family becomes too powerful in this small country of Jamaica, the country becomes controlled, silenced, afraid, dependent, and corrupt. Nepotism, Jamaica, is not bad optics. Nepotism is a national danger. And while Jamaica is suffering, power is being consolidated. Look at the timing, Jamaica. We are in a hurricane disaster. People homeless, roads destroyed, hospitals collapsing, food shortage, water shortage, economic crisis, crime rising, earthquake warnings, oil drilling threats, and foreign companies taking resources. And in the middle of all of this, power is being tightened, not shared. When a country is unstable, leaders should decentralize power. But in Jamaica, they are centralizing it in one house.
All of the municipal corporations around the country at the moment should be given more power and given the riddle room to assist within their locality, rebuilding back Jamaica with the resources from central government. No, Andrew Holness party and cabinet to decide we will do it alone because we want to take our photograph and optics for the next general election campaign and possible for the local government election campaign February if the Prime Minister don't find a way to cancel it and the crooked PNP collude with him to cancel it.
Sold. And Jamaica, this is how nations fall. Listen to me, Jamaica. This is not about politics. This is about structure. Take off on the green glasses, take off on the orange glasses, and for one, look at Jamaica with your own eyes, not through party color. When the PM controls the executive and his wife controls the parliament, there is no checks and balance, Jamaica. None. Zero. Finished. And a country without checks and balance is a country preparing for dictatorship. Jamaica, listen to me good. When the people in power start placing their family in the highest seat, you are no longer being governed, you are being managed. You are being handled, you are being controlled, and you are being silenced. You cannot question, you cannot challenge, you cannot oppose, and you cannot win. This is not democracy. This is not representation. Jamaica, this is capture. One family cannot cannot lead an entire country. One house cannot control 2 houses of government. And Jamaica, if you don't speak now, if you don't wake up now, if you don't rise now, you're going to open your eyes one day and realize that you are living in a country where one woman, one man have the final say on the breath you breathe. So Jamaica, wake up now.
And don't be fooled by the subtle words of the PNP to keep us calm, like as if they're trying to do something. The People's National Party is cap in hand with this agenda. Because if they were real politician, if they were real people-centered politician, they would have rebelled against it. There's nothing stop the opposition. There's nothing from stopping hypocrite Mark Golden. But Lord, somebody run come out, come hold me back this morning, no? You know, I can jump out here, come hold me back. Because when it was politically expedient for the People's National Party to lead the nation in protests against Dennis Chung, crooked, corrupt Mark Golden and the PNP does it. Mark Golden can refuse to support the government's legislative agenda, which will cripple the government legislative agenda, while the Prime Minister's wife is at the head of Parliament. Ask your PNP MP, why is the People's National Party not standing up? Why is the People's National Party going along with the silencing of the country? Why is it that when Juliet Holness tells them, sit down, take your seat, they lap their tail, cap in hand? They are both playing the same game with us. Thank you. Good morning. Good afternoon.
Oh, thy peace, God of my salvation, because the mouth of the sinful and wicked is open. Rastafari. Come with I. Rastaman throw one stone, and it break a bad feeling to all wicked men. Not a people there. Make a man throw one stone, and it bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. Only when man like Marcus Garvey speak, wicked men would I hear. Hear now hear. Instead of that, they only sit aside and rob and cheat, and not first and four. Make God what I seen to make him a throw and stone, and they bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. Oh, what a plan! Make him a throw and stone, and they bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. So, my favorite man, if Rasta make a progressive move, wicked men are red. How they want to see the day them can sell out Rasta and sell it out. I sell out Babylon. They give man show and stone, and they bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. They give man show and stone, and it bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. If Rasta make a progressive move, wicked men are red. How they want to see the dead and can sell out Rasta and sell out. I sell out Babylon. Just talk on the Friday. Give a show and stone, President Mandela was in prison for 20 odd years. And he leave from the prison and take the seat of the president. Stone one, bring him and Joe one stone, and it bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. Oh, what's a plan? Bring him and Joe one stone, and it bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. Rastaman Joe one stone, and it bring a bad feeling to all wicked men.
If you don't like missing out on the latest shows but still enjoy classic hits, then Global TV Group 358 is your perfect match. Global TV Group 358 isn't just another channel, it's your ultimate TV experience. From breaking news to binge-worthy dramas and timeless classics, we've got it all. Our unique blend of original content and global favorites means there's something for everyone. And guess what? With GTVG's seamless streaming, you can watch anywhere, anytime. Plus, our interactive features let you be part of the action. So, whether you're a seasoned binge watcher or a casual viewer, Global TV Group 358 is here to keep you entertained day and night. Don't just watch TV, experience it with Global TV Group 358. Subscribe now and never miss a moment.